Thank you Kuro, Dynamito and Bet Mikeman for becoming channel members. Your support is truly appreciated. We have another challenger in the realm of 1/12 custom male bodies, but is it any good? Let's find out. Hello and welcome back to the channel. In this video we're gonna take a look at Wind Toys 1/12 Super Action Male Body, so a blank base body for customizing. You know how much I love reviewing these. I've covered few of them throughout the last couple of years, and at the moment, to me, Nota Studios Nora Man is still the best one, but maybe this guy will be even better. We'll find out soon. I got him from AliExpress, and in case you want to do the same, my link is down in the video description. But first, a quick look at the packaging. It's a simple small black box with a white line drawing of the figure in a heroic looking pose. Down here we have Wind Toys logo. Side of the box says 1/12 Super Action Male Body. Back of the box only has some warnings. Other side has the same text as the first one. Here is the top of the box. Barcode on the bottom. But now, let's open it up and let's take a look at the figure. Here is Wind Toys base body out of the box, and honestly it looks really good. The plastic feels good, doesn't feel cheap, and the figure has some weight as well. There are a lot of cuts in the sculpt, but that's to be expected if you want some nice movement out of a custom body, and judging by my first impressions, that is exactly what this guy brings to the table. He is around 16 centimeters tall, and as you can see, he has a nice silhouette. Upper part, shoulders and chest are much wider than the lower torso. His crotch piece is made out of a rubbery plastic, and that's good for the articulation. Of course, if all the cuts bother you, you can always cover them up with some soft goods clothes that you can also find on AliExpress. I reviewed some of them here on the channel, and you can check out those videos if you're interested. I'll leave links in the video description. Taking a closer look at the details, here is the head sculpt that you get here, and I like this as well. I like that they gave us a head with sculpted face, even though it's generic. But if you will use this figure for, let's say, some kind of a ninja character or some criminal to fight your Batman, Spidey or some other character, it is great to get a sculpted head with the body. And it looks good, it's a nice sculpt. He has an angry face expression, so he is ready for action. The hair is also nicely sculpted, and the good thing is that you don't really have to do a lot of paint job here. Obviously the hair, eyes, and maybe if you will do a little bit of shading, if you feel like that's necessary, but it's a nice skin tone, and from what I've seen, there are also a few other skin tone versions of this guy that you can get. Here is a closer look at the chest, and we have a deep cut for the butterfly joints. His six-pack is nicely sculpted, arms also look good, and these big elbow joints will give you a great range of movement. He has his default fisted hands, and I already mentioned a crotch piece being made out of a softer plastic. Here are his muscled but relatively skinny legs, and we get black sneakers that have some nice sculpted details on them. He also does come with alternate bare feet that we will see in a second. But overall, this figure looks good and feels good. Let's now take a look at his articulation, and that is the main thing here. We have a ball joint for the head and then at the bottom of the neck as well, so together they give you a nice range of movement. He can look side to side, and he has a great side to side tilt. Here's how far he can look down and then up. He has those deep butterfly joints that work perfectly, and so here is how far his arms go across the chest, but then going back they don't have the same range. Arms rotate 360. Here's how far they move out. We have a bicep swivel, double jointed elbow, a swivel in the wrist, and a hinge in all directions. There are two cuts in the torso, so this is where we get our side to side rotation and a phenomenal side to side tilt. But then this is how far he can bend forward, and this is fantastic. This is only the torso moving. I didn't do anything with the hips or the legs. And then here is how far he can bend back. Legs move out all the way. Here is how far they can move forwards and back. We have a thigh swivel, double jointed knees, a swivel in the ankles, and feet move forward, back. There is a nice toe joint and a great ankle pivot. So all in all, I would say that his articulation is fantastic. And now let's take a look at his accessories. He comes with two extra ball joints, alternate pair of feet, and then with a total of 7 pairs of hands. First we have the fisted hands that are already on the figure, then we get a pair of trigger finger hands, a pair of relaxed hands, pair pair of dynamic open hands, and these, the way that they are sculpted, actually remind me on the hands that we get with Sentinel Peter B. Parker. We get a pair of grabbing hands, a pair of gripping hands for a sword or a knife or anything similar to that, and finally we get a pair of chopping hands. First, let's try to switch out the hands, and they're made out of a softer rubbery material, so that's good. They easily come off, and here is how the wrist joint looks. Let's put on these dynamic open hands, and yeah, they pop on easy. And then let's see how easy it will be to switch between the sneakers and bare feet. Okay, it was a bit harder to take these off and put the feet on because I feel like this is made out of sturdier plastic, but all you need to do is heat up the feet just a little bit. I use a hair dryer for a couple of seconds, and then these came off easy, and these were easy to pop on. So there you go. This is how he now looks with his bare feet. And just so that we cover everything, here is the articulation on these bare feet. Here is how far they move forward and then back. I feel like the range is a little bit better on these, and then the toe joint is still here, and the ankle swivel is even better. Let's now compare this guy to some other figures. Here is how he scales with Adam Super Strong Body for customizing and V-Toys Body Zero that I'm turning into my own custom Punisher. But as you can see, we have a nice variety here. This guy is obviously much taller and bigger, which he should be. This is the Super Strong Body. This guy is also big, and this one is in the middle. Still has a lot of muscles, and while these two guys are definitely bigger, this one has a much better articulation, especially than this guy. I reviewed both figures. You can check out those reviews if you want, but this guy has kind of a limited articulation. This one is great. They are really close in terms of articulation, but this guy has a slightly better range. I mean, it's all up to you which one you feel will work better for what you want to do, what kind of custom body you want to use for the character that you're creating. But here is my main comparison that I wanted to see. This is Nota Studios' Nota Man, and this is the slim version with wide shoulders, and he has custom sneakers and soft goods pants. And I also reviewed this guy. If you want, you can check out that review as well down in the video description, but I talk about it all the time. This head is a placeholder, can easily be removed, and you also get this connector in case you need it. But Nota Man is definitely taller than this Wind Toys body, but is the articulation better? I mean, the ab crunch alone is far superior on this guy than it is on Nota Man. For everything else, they are pretty much the same. This guy has a nice range of movement in the legs. Ankle pivot is also great, and the movement of the feet. So I would say that for everything else, well, maybe, let's see. Well, butterfly joint is also much better on this Wind Toys base body. I think that Wind Toys just beat the base body that I preferred all this time, and the plastic feels good on both of these figures. So there we go. We probably have a new base body champion here. Here's how he scales with amazing Yamaguchi Revoltech Arkham Batman and an AliExpress Max knockoff of 2.0 Deadpool, City Toys knockoff of Brown Suit Wolverine and the Amazing Spider-Man, SH Figure Arts Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man and Sentinel Peter B. Parker, Mayfax Classic Suit Spidey and Daredevil, Marvel Legends X-Men 97 Wolverine and Symbiote Spidey, Star Wars The Black Series Vader and Stormtrooper. And then to see how he scales with some larger figures, here he is with NECA TMNT Movie Raphael and Masters of the Universe Revelation He-Man, NECA Feral Predator and Savage Crucible Vetaris Rapax, and finally YOLO Park Transformers AMK Pro Series Optimus and Starscream. So there you go, that was my look at Wind Toys 1/12 Super Action Male Body. If you're a customizer and you need a base body that has some muscles but is not too big, like that Adam for example, you need to try this figure. It's as good as Nota Man, but as you saw, probably even better. The sculpt is great, but articulation is fantastic. You saw it in this video. This guy has a beautiful range of movement, and you can practically put him in any type of dynamic pose that you want. I really like it. It's a lot of fun to mess around with it, and I love that they gave us a generic head sculpt that we can actually use. As I said, I got my copy from AliExpress, and if you want to do the same, you can use my link down in the video description. This is a fantastic base body in a 1/12 scale. But you've heard my thoughts, and now I would love to hear yours. What do you think about about how this figure turned out. Do you like it? Do you plan on getting it? Let me know all of it down in the comments. As always, a huge thank you to my Patreon and channel members for their support. If you can also join and help, please do so. Links are in the video description. And of course, to all of you guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here with me, and I'll see ya in the next video.